Volkswagen.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to Volkswagen's first Way to Zero convention. Climate protection is a topic of global focus. US President Biden has made fighting the climate crisis a top priority. On this very first day in office, the United States rejoined the Paris Agreement. By 2030, the United States aims to at least halve its CO2 emissions compared with 2005. Last week, Europe's new Green Deal was confirmed. Also by 2030, the EU aims to cut its greenhouse gas emissions by at least 55% of the 1990 value. Until now, the target has been a reduction of 40%. Climate protection around the world gains momentum, and we are part of it. Volkswagen was the first automaker to commit the Paris climate goals. We intend to make Volkswagen net carbon neutral by 2050, because with size and success comes responsibility. 2020, the Volkswagen Group's global carbon footprint was 369 million tons. If Volkswagen were a country, it would rank alongside the United Kingdom at the 10th largest emitter. With 60% of group sales, the Volkswagen brand accounts for the largest share of this CO2 footprint. Therefore, we will continuously decrease our carbon emissions through 2050. We have set ourselves a new ambitious goal that we are presenting today for the first time. In Europe, we want to reduce CO2 emissions over the entire vehicle life cycle by 2030 by 40% compared to 2018. That means an average reduction of 17 tons of CO2 per vehicle. With this, the Volkswagen brand goal is even 10 percentage points above the Volkswagen Group target for 2030. We are already making good progress. Despite the coronavirus pandemic, we kept our promise. We outperformed our European CO2 fleet targets by 6 million grams in 2020. With the further expansion of our ID family, we will achieve our fleet CO2 targets this year as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Volkswagen is on the way to zero irreversibly and with determination. The way to zero is our holistic plan for decarbonization, our company. It consists of a large number of specific projects and measures that makes up 4 main levers. First, accelerating electrification. Second, carbon neutral supply chain and production. Third, green electricity throughout a vehicle's use per phase. And fourth, second life for batteries and recycling. Today, we will be presenting our specific activities together with our milestones. Let's talk about the first lever, the accelerated electrification of our fleet. Before all other large car makers believed in e-mobility, we had the courage to take the lead back in 2015, and what seemed bold at that time was the right decision. As we can see these days, almost all the others are now following suit. E-mobility has won, and there's no turning back. Great news for the climate. The Green Deal has substantially increased Europe's climate targets. We welcome this development. The goal of achieving climate neutrality throughout the EU by 2050 will attract billions in investment and create new future-proof jobs. It could become a modernization program for Europe. Our Zwickau factory, which has been fully switched to e-mobility, is a great example. For us, The European Green Deal means we need to increase the share of electric sales in 2030 from 35% to 55%. This is more than 300,000 additional units each year, the capacity of an entire factory. However, we've set ourselves an even more ambitious target. By 2030, at least 70% of all new Volkswagens in Europe and more than half in North America and China will be electric vehicles. With our Accelerate strategy, we are stepping up the pace.